Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rajni Gaur and today I'm going to take up another topic from Unit 1 from the subject Language Across the Curriculum. The topic is Multilingualism as a Resource and Strategy. Multilingualism does not only act as a resource but also as strategy. Very first, I would like to take up it as a resource. Frank Smith said that one language texts you in a corridor for life. Two languages open every door along the way. People have two conclusions regarding the multilingualism as a resource. They are possessing their attitude, which is sometimes positive and sometimes negative. The people, those who are having positive attitude for multilingualism and they consider it as a resource, but the people, those who are having negative attitude, the negative attitude possessing people consider multilingualism as a nuisance, as its acquisition is considered as load, uneconomic and absurd. Now take up the multilingualism, how it acts as a resource and what are the reasons for which we are considering it as a resource. First is flexibility of mind. Learning of more languages makes the mind of child more flexible. They can understand and analyze concepts by using more than one language system. So we can say that it acts as a resource as it gives the flexibility to the mind of children. Second is more opportunities. Knowledge of more languages provides more opportunities in professional front and as well as in educational front. The more languages a child speaks, the more means of access to different countries are open to him. Open doors of opportunities at international platform. It means that. Next is language L1 helps to learn language L2. Researchers has proved it that if person knows any language, that language help him or her to learn a new language. In our country, we are having 3 language formula in our curriculums. So with the help of mother tongue or any regional language, children learn English, Sanskrit or any other foreign language with the help of their first language. It helps in developing creative thinking. They can look at the world with a different views or outlook. Broaden their viewpoint. Social development. The development of more interactive skill resulted in better social development of globalization. World is a global village and to fulfill its need, an individual should be multilingual. People has to move from one place to another for many reasons, like for getting education, for doing job, and for some other reasons. If they move from one place to another and that new place may have different language as they were used to speak at their previous place or at their native place. So if they want to survive there and to establish social relationship with the people belongs to the new place, they should learn the new language which is popular at the new place. Important for national integrity. Yes, it is very true that multilingualism is also has national importance. In our society, division is on the basis of language is itself a big threat to the integrity of that country. To resolve this issue, government makes it compulsory for all the citizens to respect all languages. Learning other language will develop a sense of belongingness and will result in national integrity. Helpful in bringing peace and harmony. Multilingualism also plays a very vital role in developing peace and harmony among people. Learning a language other than mother tongue helps not only in the acquisition of that language but also develop respect to that culture as language is part of a culture. We all know that we live in a country which is multilingual and multicultural, and our country wants that people should respect other culture and religion so that we can develop peace and harmony in our country with the help of multilingualism. Ensuring feeling of security. No one feels neglected or isolated on the ground of the status of one language. We know that our country is a multilingual country and multicultural country. There might be some people, those who are in minority, and their language is not very popular among the people. They should not have any kind of insecurity or feeling of isolation because of this multilingual society. Everyone should give due respect to their language, to their culture, so they also have feeling of security. Helpful in problem solving. Various researchers has proved it that multilingual child a better problem solver, more socially aware, better performer, and have great tolerance power than monolingual. Now we move to the second part of our topic, multilingualism as a strategy. What is a strategy? Strategy refers to an elaborated and systematic plan to achieve some or other goals. So, multilingualism as a strategy means the plan intended to use multilingualism as a resource for the maximum benefits of society. To make benefit out of this resource, we have to follow three things. First, broaden our outlook. Multilingualism helps to develop a comprehensive viewpoint among students. Respects other language. It is very essential that one should respect not only their own language but to give due respect to the language of others. Live in peace and harmony. This is the third aspect which we need to keep in our mind. Now, in educational process, we make strategy at two stages. The first stage is the planning stage, and the second stage is the execution stage. At planning stage, we have trilingual formula, multilingual curriculum, multilingual teacher, and flexibility in curriculum. It also comprises some sub-points which we will going to discuss detail afterwards. At execution stage, medium of instruction, role of teacher, teaching methods, code switching, and interpretation. At planning stage, it is in the hand of teacher, curriculum developer, various educationists and various educational bodies associated with it. And at execution stage, it is the part of implementation of the strategy which we have developed or which we have planned before implementing into it in the real classroom situation. Now, we move at the planning stage. To plan various things at different level and to cater the need of multilingual society. We have 122 languages as per Census 2001. At the planning stage, we have first thing, that is trilingual formula. This trilingual formula was presented by CABE in 1956. Full form of CABE is Central Advisory Board of Education, and later on it was revised in 1961. But it was not implemented by the state governments. Indian Education Commission in 1964-66 recommends a modified tri-language formula, and this tri-language formula includes first the mother tongue or regional language, second the official language of union, and the third is a modern Indian language or any foreign language which is not covered in point A and point B. Next, we have language of textbooks. To design books which can support teachers, students and parents in different language. It is very essential that various organizations associated with the planning phase, they should develop textbook not only in Hindi and English but also in the various regional languages. Next is research in areas of language learning. It is very essential that research should be conducted in the area of language. More research work is required in area of language teaching and learning. To support and promote these researches, funding should be provided and fellowship must be encouraged. Next is printing of material. Marginalized languages of our country, which are oral in nature, must be scripted so that children of those languages have access to their own culture and they have the scope to learn their own language. And through this way, we can also preserve the language or the marginalized language of our country. For this, publisher must be encouraged and supported to publish material in these languages. Next is flexibility in curriculum. Curriculum of a school should be flexible. It should have a lot of options for learner to opt any language of their own choice or maybe the need. Multilingual language teacher. Those teachers should be appointed who are proficient in other languages also, because it helps that teacher to establish or to develop a good rapport with the students in class. Teacher training courses. We need to bring changes in teachers training courses to enable our teacher to deal with the current situation prevailing in our society. At execution stage, we have further several subpoints. So, we take up our edge in our next lecture. Hope the multilingualism at planning stage is very much clear to all of you, and the rest part we'll take up next lecture. Thank you so much.